What's up everybody, and welcome back. I'm all set up again and ready to go. But seeing as it's the new year, I would like to share a resolution for this channel, that is to hit at least 10k subs. And we would love if you could help us out with that by subscribing to the channel, since 96% of you aren't, and every one new subscriber helps us reach that goal. Thank you in advance, and today I'm recommending Mayaka-Neesan Cannot Lie, which is being written by Onda Yuji. It's 5 chapters, and it's a comedy romance slice of life. So this story is about Junya, a third-year junior high school student who is a complete idiot in every academic way, but also in reading people and their intentions behind their actions and words. Because of this disparity, Mayaka, Junya's childhood friend and older sister of his best friend Riku, takes advantage of his stupidity by making her feelings for Junya incredibly clear and known, but always follows up her flirtatious teasing by saying, "It's a lie," or "I'm just kidding." Junya, unfortunately, being the absolute moron he is, believes her whenever she says she's kidding. So Mayaka gets off scot-free, having told him the truth and having him believe it was a lie. But she always ends up unsatisfied, because a large part of her clearly wants Junya to know she's actually telling the truth, and hopes that he will not just realize, but act on the truth that she's telling him about, which is how she feels. Obviously, sometimes she is just poking fun, but Junya may be too stupid to know what jokes are, which is honestly astounding. And I know it might sound like I'm being hard on him, but his cram school teacher says much worse things, and they're honestly true. So obviously the reason to read this, at least for me, is Mayaka and the story's potential. I don't think it's ever going to be some incredibly deep story, but will it have adorable reactions? Yes. Will it have teasing? Yes. Is Mayaka a teasing older sister type that's actually in love with the MC? You bet. And honestly, that's reason enough for me to read it, because I love those types of characters. As of now, this is really a turn your brain off and enjoy romance comedy, especially if you like the older sister type characters, which you definitely should, especially because as far as teasing characters go, she's not over the top. A lot of times, the teasing types are so over the top that it's almost infuriating how dense the MCs are. Like, how in the world do you not realize what's going on? And then it just keeps getting more extreme, both in teasing and MC density. This so far isn't like that. Mayaka doesn't really do over-the-top teasing, and because they're childhood friends, but more so best friend's older sister, him believing she's lying is much more acceptable to me. And there have been times where Junya actually tries to act on Mayaka's teasing, but takes too long, and it seems she gives up on the tease or chickens out before Junya can act on them. So in those ways, it's different from the teasing romances you may have seen. And honestly, I'm surprised that Junya even tried, because of how dumb he is. But maybe there's hope for Junya after all. He seems, like the manga as a whole, like a character who has a lot of potential that we don't really know a whole lot about outside of him being an idiot. I doubt that part changes though. Mayaka, on the other hand, is the older teasing sister character who is obviously adorable. She's not a troublemaking tease, at least she hasn't been so far, or as of yet. I'm hoping though that she doesn't become an over-the-top character, and that the two don't just become caricatures of the trope that most versions of these romance comedies are. Even though they're supposed to be comedic characters, I feel like they both make really good dramedy characters. Is that what's gonna happen? No clue. I don't think it needs to, but I think it definitely has the potential to, because this manga at times definitely feels like a run-of-the-mill teasing romance that secretly and potentially has layers of depth that, at least in some panels, seems like it wants to get into but doesn't, or hasn't, at least not yet. I'm hoping that changes though. For instance, there's a moment that they're at the mall in the arcade and guys from Mayaka's high school show up, and one tries to talk to and invite Mayaka to hang out, and her face just just goes completely serious for her panel. I don't know if it's frustration, fear, annoyance, I don't know, but it's so abrupt, it leaves me asking the question of what's going on with Mayaka outside of the teasing and the interactions that we see with Junya, and who is her character really outside of that. And that's the hope that I have for this manga. Not that it'll become a drama, but those moments will be explored and explained, because then I think this manga can have some real depth to the story that seems right there below the surface. I'm also hoping Junya will get out of the cram school and into the same high school as Mayaka so we can explore more of what's going on like that, but if it stays a mystery but we get dramatic moments and explorations into motivations, I'd be happy with that too. It's a fun and adorable manga that I just feel has a lot of potential to be even better than it already is. All in all, I think this is a good manga with the potential to really be something great, and I really hope that's what it becomes, because I love Mayaka. If you love her too, then like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want more recommendations, check out the Why You Should playlist linked in the description, along with the link to the merch. Other than that, I'll see all of you in the next one.